Detrás de cada empresa hay una idea y con esta viene una historia. Conozcamos de cerca a las personas que trabajan con nosotros en Up Close and Personal en Xpat Life. Hi Jocelyn, welcome and thank you for being here with us in Xpat Life in Up Close and Personal. How are you?
I'm good, yeah, really good.
First, where are you from?
I'm from Canada, so the west coast of Canada. I've came here in 2010, the beginning of 2010, and I think like a lot of expats, I came to experience a different lifestyle, something with a nicer climate, learn a new language, and I guess within about a month, I really fell in love with it.
Tell us everything about Foto Ruta. We want to know everything.
Well, Foto Ruta is essentially a creative way to experience the city through the medium of photography. So whether you're using an iPhone, a professional camera, a little point and shoot, whether you have lots of experience, no experience, it's really open, to anyone and any level. It's very accessible. We started it in 2011, myself and my business partner Becky, who's from London. And since then we've been doing all sorts of workshops, everything from mobile phone photography to a half-day sort of walking tour to get to know some of the more secret spots in the city that you wouldn't see if you were here just for a little while, or even if you were here from years. Buenos Aires, it's so enchanting. It has so many layers, and every time you go out and walk around, you're likely to find something new. And so we've sort of specialized in this, in finding those hidden spots and those great places. And we show everyone from tourists to people that are living here to journalists. We're writing a story, sort of what that side of Buenos Aires is all about. And hopefully they come out with it with some great pictures and learn something and get their confidence up along the way. Some of the things that we're doing that I think are really interesting is we have a smartphone tour. So basically, photography is omnipresent these days. Everybody's sort of a photographer. It's a way we communicate. And smartphones are something that we have with us all the time, and the cameras on them and the technology is getting so good. And so we started something a couple years ago called the smartphone tour. And essentially we take people, whether they have an iPhone or an Android, and we take them around and we teach them how to sort of get better pictures with that device and also sort of edit, find the right apps. And it's amazing, like their eyes just light up when they see what this phone can do. So one of the things I find like really funny here that I've gotten used to is that people coming to photograph here, whether they're from New York or London or they're visiting the city, and they're quite paranoid about approaching a stranger to take their picture, because obviously a lot of us are from countries where that's not really acceptable. If they say, where's this photo is going to go? Do you have a model release? Things like that, especially if you're carrying, a big camera. And I'll never forget a group of people that went up to this Italian man, and they were so hesitant to sort of take his picture, and they didn't speak any Spanish. And they said, well, can I take your picture, with this sort of hand motion? And he walked away right away, and they were kind of confused, like thinking, well, maybe he's insulted. And he came back, and he had like brushed his hair, put on a new shirt, and he was like, "Sí, ahora listo," like, now I'm ready for you. And I just think it's so telling of this culture, like people they're so proud to be who they are. They're very vain, they're happy to be in front of a camera. And I think, not only does it create really funny moments like that of just unexpected scenarios, but it helps you, enjoy the place as well. It's what makes it great. So a couple years ago, when we were trying to sort of test whether Foto Ruta could work in another city, we did some pop-up events in New York, because we thought that's a great place to go. It's got some of the same, attributes as Buenos Aires does. And so instead of doing it the day, we did the event at night, because we wanted New Yorkers to come, and they work a lot. And so we thought, oh, that's okay, we'll do it at night. And we invited everybody to come to this funky little sort of lounge place in Williamsburg. And usually what we do, as is custom at Foto Ruta, is that after people come in from taking photos, we offer them a bottle of wine, we have a few drinks. It just relaxes everybody. It gets them sharing and looking at their photos in a more sort of open way. And
love it.
It's just, we've always done that. We've always done that here, of course, too. And so what happened in New York, though, is that everybody showed up after work to come to this event. I think there was about 15 of us or so. And before they went out to take photos, while we were sort of giving them some tips and presentation, they all had like about 3 or 4 glasses of wine, because we kind of had the wine waiting there. And so they all just, basically got drunk and then they went and did a Foto Ruta. So the pictures that came back after this excursion were hilarious. Yeah, it was just like people posing on top of statues and winging clothes around, and it was just, no one had any inhibitions at all. So I'm not sure if we'll do that in the future, but I think it was a happy mistake. Everybody had a really good time, and they got really creative. So yeah. So what we're going to try and do, with Xpat Life is do some really high-end portrait sessions. With expats, and just make them feel beautiful in their own skin and in the city that they've chosen to live in. I think that, we've been so lucky to find all these amazing places and apartments and spaces in the city in the time we've been running the company that, I think it's a great opportunity to use those and let people experience them. Whether they want to put on their best gown or some designer clothes, get their hair done, get their makeup done. It can be a treat for themselves. It can be a treat for their boyfriend, their husband, and just a nice way to kind of have that moment in time in a city that they really love. So we're working on that right now.
I know. It's going to be fabulous, and I am in. I'm going to be the first one to do it, so you will see. Jocelyn, thank you so much for being here with us in Up Close and Personal. So please join us in our portrait experience. And welcome to Xpat Life.
Thank you very much. Thanks so much for your time. It was great.
Thank you.